Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Notes from the Sewing Room. My name's Becky. Today's video is a fabric haul. I've got lots of bits and pieces to show you, so let's get started. If you are new to my channel is all about sewing. So if that is something that does interest you, I would love it if you could press that like button and consider subscribing to my channel. I'm over the moon that I've reached more than 5,000 subscribers now. So if you are interested in sewing and you want to keep up to date with my channel, then please do hit that notification bell and then you won't miss any of my future content. So that's great. So let me tell you about the fabrics that I've been buying over the last couple of months because I'm really excited to share them with you. Oh, before I get started, for those of you who are interested in what I'm wearing today, I am actually wearing a little shirt, which is actually, if I just sit up slightly, it's got a little tie front, so you see that there. This is actually the Sew Over It penny shirt hack. So actually on the Sew Over It website, there's a tutorial of how to actually put together a hack of the penny dress basically to make a tie front blouse, and I've actually got two of these and I just think it's absolutely perfect for summer. So if you are looking for a little tie front blouse and you've got the penny pattern already, I would definitely recommend giving this one a go. I've made mine in a shirting cotton which I got from Minerva, and it's quite simple. It's got a little flat collar, but the kind of blog article that I was mentioning does actually talk you through how to do all the alterations. So I will try and put a link to that down below along with any of the other fabric companies or pattern companies or whatever that I mentioned in today's video, because hopefully that will be helpful if you are interested in looking into anything further. Right, let me tell you about the fabrics. The first fabric that I wanted to share with you today is actually a jersey fabric, and it's got a kind of vintagey feel to it which I love. So I'm just going to hold it up here so you can see it. So I'll hold that a little bit closer to the camera. So it's got this lovely kind of red design on there, sort of red roses perhaps, little bits of grey petals as well. It's got a beautiful drape to it. It's actually a viscose fabric, and this is from Minerva. I was actually sent this for free as part of their brand ambassador team. It's got a lovely stretch to it, and yeah, I've got a metre of this, so I'm not sure whether to make maybe an Agnes top with it, a Tilly and the Buttons Agnes top. That is one of my all-time favourite patterns. That's a possible. Or maybe I was thinking the Pattern Scissors Cloth Galaxy Tee. I'm not really sure, so I'll see. But I really love this jersey, and I think it's going to look lovely with a denim skirt or layered up under a dress or something like that. So yeah, just love the colourway. I think it's perfect for summertime, and I'm really looking forward to working with it. If you've got any ideas of other patterns that might work for this kind of jersey, then I'd love to know, and I'd love to know, to be honest, what you're making at the minute anyway. So do feel free to leave me any comments below, questions you've got, anything like that. That would be amazing. So that is the first one. As I said, it's from Minerva, and I'm really looking forward to sewing with it. The next fabric I want to share with you has got quite a bold print, but I was really drawn to it when I saw it on the Sew Wardrobe website, and I guess I ordered it on a bit of a whim, but it's really nice. I'm not disappointed. It's a viscose fabric. It's got a navy blue background. I love navy blue, so that's really nice. So I think it will go with a lot of things in my wardrobe, and this is it right here. So it's got a lovely heart print on it. The hearts are quite big, as you can see. I've got 1.5 meters of this. Again, it's got a beautiful drape to it. So it's got kind of white on, well, kind of washed out, kind of bluey white on one side, and then it's got obviously the lovely navy blue background. The nice thing, if I move a little bit closer, about these hearts are they've got little tiny bits of pink in there as well, which I think is quite cute. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use this fabric for. I was thinking like maybe a short little summer dress or something like that. Possibly the French Navy Orla dress. I'm not sure if I could get that dress out of 1.5 meters of fabric, or I don't know, something else that's got maybe just a cute little gathered skirt and maybe a little fitted bodice. So I could possibly get a Sew Over It Betty dress out of this with a gathered skirt rather than the full circle skirt. I'm pretty sure I've made that before with just 1.5 meters of fabric, but I think the weight of this fabric again is perfect for this time of year. Now we're finally getting some sunshine, so I think I'm just going to really enjoy wearing this. I just love the print of it, and it's got a slight stretch to it as well, not loads but a little bit, yeah, not loads, but a little bit. So I think that's going to make it quite comfortable to wear. I always find that if it's got a little bit of stretching, just, you know, just that little bit across the shoulders and things, when you drive in the car or picking up my little boy or whatnot, just that little bit of stretch just kind of makes me feel a little bit more comfortable in what I'm wearing. So again, I'm looking forward to working with this one. I don't want to tell you exactly what I'm going to make because I've not got kind of a firm idea in my mind yet. So I don't want to, you know, tell you one thing and then do something else. But yeah, I'm really, again, looking forward to working with this one. And I just love the bold heart print on there. And yeah, I think that was a good fabric to buy on a bit of a whim. I just ended up browsing the website quite late at night and I thought, oh, yes, I really like that. And I know I shouldn't do that because you end up kind of sometimes buying things that maybe you regret the next day or whatnot. But this is a lovely quality fabric and I'm really, really pleased with it. As I said, I bought it from Sew Wardrobe. And the nice thing was actually in the box, when they sent this, or in the, you know, the packaging that it came in, they also sent me a couple of biscuits and a tea bag as well, which I thought was quite nice. So yeah, I've kind of squirreled those away and you know, I had those another day. So that was a little bonus, to be honest. I do like it when you get those like little extra bits with things from fabric companies, and yeah, it just adds a little bit of something special, doesn't it? The next fabric that I've got here to show you, I've decided perhaps in terms of the colourway, it could be more of a wintry type fabric, but then in terms of the weight of a fabric, it's more suitable for this time of the year. Again, it's a viscose fabric and I bought this, I think towards the start of April, I'm not sure. All the fabrics that I'm sharing with you today are things that I've bought during April and things that I've bought during May, and I've kind of just saved them all up to show you. So if I do find that the fabrics are still in stock in any of the fabric companies, then I'll try and put the information below for you. So this one is from Felicity Fabrics and it's got a little bit of an animal print on there. It's got this kind of rusty brown background and it's got the black spot on there, or maybe it's a dark brown spot. I think it's a black spot, or kind of, well, it's not a spot, but it's kind of a print, if you know what I mean. So yeah, again, it's got a lovely drape to it. I've just got 1 metre of this. I was thinking possibly this might work well for an Ogden cami, or maybe the, I think it's called the Ida top from Fibre Mood. I have got both of those patterns. I've made the Ogden cami quite a few times. I really like it, so that's definitely an option. The Ida top from Fibre Mood I've not made yet, but I have got that pattern and I have printed it out, so that's definitely a possibility as well. I quite like the challenge of making things out of 1 metre of fabric. So if you've got any kind of go-to patterns that you use for just 1 metre of woven fabric, then I'd love to know what they are, because it's nice to have kind of other ideas sort of in your back pocket, isn't it, for things to go to. I often, if I'm thinking of making a top, maybe just buy 1 metre or 1.5 metres of fabric, so so that I don't end up with loads left over, because I don't really like wastage. I like to try and get the most out of my fabric, so even if that means being a little bit creative with the way that I lay my pattern pieces and stuff, I kind of prefer that to having loads left over. So but yeah, I'm going off the point here a little bit, but I've got a 1 metre of this fabric. I think it's really, really pretty. Again, I was just drawn to it on the Felicity Fabrics website and I just thought, oh yeah, it'd be really nice. But as I said, I'm not quite sure if it now feels summery or not. But I'd love to know what you think, if you think it's kind of suitable for this time of year or not. And like I said, if you've got any ideas of what I could use kind of just 1 metre of this lovely fabric for, then I'd love to know. I kind of fancy a tie front blouse of some sort, but I don't know if I could get that out of 1 metre, to be honest. And also I don't know what pattern might work, but I don't know. It's an idea. Now the next fabric is actually a fabric that I've shared with you in a previous video, but I've actually ordered some more of it just because I really like it. It's a really lovely quality and I've now got something else in mind that I wanted to make with it. So I think sometimes it's good, like if you have used something before and you've been really happy with it, why not? It's a kind of go-to, kind of easy option, isn't it? And I saw that Crafty So-and-so had got a little bit of this left over, so I just thought, why not? I'm having that. So it's this absolutely bright pink jersey. It's I would describe it as quite a light to medium weight ponte fabric. It is, I have actually cut this already, so as you can see it's got some holes in, but I'm going to tell you all about what I'm going to be using this for, or what I am using it for, should I say. But it's got a nice stretch to it. It's not got too much, of course, because it is a ponte, but it's a really nice weight. I just love the bright colourway of it. As you can see, I like pink. I've got my pink nails. But it's just really nice. So I thought this is going to make an absolutely gorgeous dress. I did use it for a part of a jumper that I made previously, but I didn't have quite enough left to make a dress, so I ordered a couple more meters, but I'm really pleased with it. So what am I going to be using it for? Well, I've been asked to do a review for a sewing magazine. So this is actually the pattern that I'm going to be using. So it's McCall's M7991, and it's a pattern that's designed for beginners, having a look on here. So you've got three different options of the dress. You've got version A, version B and version C on the lovely model there. So yeah, three different options of things that you could make depending if you want a more flared skirt or if you want a more fitted design. And then it's got a faux wrap at the front as well, which is quite nice. I don't usually go for that kind of faux wrap look on things that I make, so I'm really looking forward to making this one up and then kind of seeing how it works on me, and seeing if I like it or not. And I'm hoping that I can achieve quite a good fit using this kind of lovely jersey fabric. It's not going to be too fitted or, I don't know, a bit uncomfortable in any way. Hopefully it's going to be really comfortable. I have cut my pattern pieces already, and I have cut my fabric. So what I found was I'm making version A, which is this lovely version here. I found that the skirt was really short on me. I'm quite a tall lady, I'm 5'10". So if you are shorter than me or you are taller than me, then you know you might want to keep this in mind. I've decided to add 5 inches onto my skirt pieces, just because, why not? I felt like it's a circly type skirt. I didn't want it to be too short. I didn't want to feel like it looked like it got more that needed to be added to it. You probably know if you've watched any of my other videos, or perhaps if you follow me on Instagram, I really love the Sew Over It Betty dress. And as you'll know, perhaps that has got a full circle skirt. And the circle skirt on the Betty dress comes up fairly long, not like massively long, but it comes down to probably just below my knees. And I feel like for that design of skirt, it works quite well for me. So I didn't certainly want it any higher than my knee type area, to be honest. So I think, fingers crossed, adding 5 inches onto here is going to be a good length for me. So we'll see how I get on. But it's a fairly simple design, to be honest. It's got a neckband which goes around the faux wrap, and you finish the arm holes or the arm sockets by literally folding it over and top stitching around. So that's fairly simple. There's no sleeves or anything like that. There's no zip. There's no buttons or anything like that, so I think that's going to be fairly straightforward. You can add in an elasticated waist if you want to, although I have been kind of wondering, it being a jersey fabric, if I can achieve quite a good fit in this one anyway. Do I really need to add the elastic? I'm not sure. Sometimes I find elastic around my middle, around my waist, a little bit annoying, so I might not add that in, but I'll have to wait and see when I'm actually doing the fitting and then kind of just seeing how it works out. But I shall certainly let you know in my next makes video how I get on with that. But I'm hoping that for a dress, it's going to come together fairly quickly. And I believe that this pattern is going to be free in Love Sewing magazine in the UK, I think maybe in August or September. So keep a lookout for that, but it's a nice pattern, and hopefully, as I said, it's going to be a fairly speedy make in terms of a dress. So I am looking forward to sewing up what I've cut out so far, but I really love this fabric, and I just love the colour of it. I think it goes quite nicely with my skin tone and my hair, and I just love bright pink. Any bright colours, to be honest, they just kind of make me feel happy and jolly, and yeah, just I feel like I need a little bit of that sometimes. And you know, particularly if you're having a bad day for any reason, or you're just feeling a little bit down in the dumps, wearing something bright just goes that little bit to make me feel kind of nice and, I don't know, just a little bit more bright and breezy, I suppose. So what else have I got to show you? The next fabric is another jersey, and I bought this from Fabricate Murfield, and I was kind of, I didn't know that shop, I didn't know anything about that shop, and then Frugalissima, Sam from Frugalissima, I believe that she might work there, so I think she mentioned it on her channel, so I just thought, oh, well, why not? I'm going to give that a go. Had a little look on their website. They've got loads of really, really nice fabrics. And I just thought I could do with some plain things. Obviously the pink that I just showed you is a plain fabric. So that's going to be quite nice. Hopefully I can maybe layer that up if I need to with a nice cardigan, maybe with a pattern on, I don't know, if I wanted to. But I thought it'd be quite nice to have some of the plain jerseys to make some t-shirts perhaps in my wardrobe. So I bought this lovely teal, I think you call that teal, kind of green fabric here. This is a cotton jersey fabric, and I'm really, really pleased with the quality. It's washed really well. I would describe this as a kind of medium weight cotton jersey. It's got a nice stretch to it without being too much. It stretches in both directions as well. I never used to wear this kind of colour, to be honest, but I really like it, and I think it probably is kind of my colour. I don't know, let me know what you think, but I quite like it. I think it's going to go with quite a lot of things. I really like denim, so I think it's going to work well with a denim skirt, or maybe I recently made a denim dress, so it could maybe go underneath there. Not sure what I'm going to use this for. Again, it could be an Agnes top, it could be a Tilly and the Buttons Cocoa top, again one of my all-time favourites. I did actually record 2 different videos not too long ago, and I'll link them both below, about my full collections of both the Cocoa top and the Agnes tops. So if you are interested in those, then do check out my other videos. But I am kind of in love at the moment with the Galaxy Tee by Pattern Scissors Cloth. Again, I don't want to go on about, I recorded this video, I recorded that video, but I did do a bit of a review of how I found the Galaxy Tee recently as well, if you are interested. Again, I'll put the details below, but that could be another one for this one. If you've got any other ideas of what I could use a metre of jersey fabric for, then I'd love to know if you let me know in the comments or whatnot. I've only, like I say, got a metre, so I've not got loads and loads to play with. It would be quite nice to use a different pattern that I've not used before, so yeah, I'm not sure. I'm kind of into the kind of poofy sleeves type look at the moment, but I don't know, having only a metre of fabric, if I'd have enough to do that, if it was like quite a large sleeve. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm really looking forward again to using this fabric. I think it's going to be really, really nice, and if I don't get around to using it like at the moment or over the next couple of months, I think it's going to be a nice fabric to wear later into the year as well. But I'm definitely going to be buying some more fabrics from Fabricate Murfield. I think they've got a really nice selection on the website, and yeah, I was really impressed, to be honest. So recently I made the olive pinafore by Tilly and the Buttons. That's from the Make It Simple book, and I'm going to be sharing that with you in my next makes video. But I really, really like that dress, and I wasn't sure like how I would get on with it, because it's a kind of pinafore dress. I say kind of pinafore because it's not got a bib at the front, but it is described as a pinafore dress, and I've not got any of those type of dresses in my wardrobe, so I wasn't really sure like if I'd like it, how I'd find the fit, because it is a little bit more fitted. It's not fitted, but it's more of a straight cut, I suppose, to what I'm used to. So I wasn't really sure like how I'd get on with it, but I actually really like it. I did have to do some tinkering around to get a good fit for me, so I will talk a little bit more about that in my next video. But when I've actually got it kind of right, I actually really like it, and I'd like one in another fabric. So I've ordered a stretched cotton twill fabric, which has arrived from, again, Crafty So and So. On the camera, it's probably going to look quite similar to the jersey fabric that I just showed you, but I assure you it is actually a different fabric, and it's a stretched cotton twill. I won't wear both fabrics together, the jersey and this one, because I'll probably look a little bit too green. But yeah, so this is the fabric. It's got a little bit of a stretch to it, and I bought 1.5 meters of this. It's got a slight, I don't know, print on it, if you can see, probably not. But yeah, I guess it's just the twill and the way that it's kind of woven together. But I really like this, and like I said, I thought it might work well for an olive pinafore. Again, I'm not completely set on that. I've got another Nina Lee pattern, I can't remember what it's called, I'll try and put in a picture, that I'd like to make, and that's got a skirt and a dress. So that's definitely an option, because it's something that I've been thinking about making for a while, and I'd really like to try and push myself this year and make things that I've not made before. So maybe it might be nice to try a different pinafore. I don't know. If you've got any ideas, then again, I'd love to know. But I just love this colour fabric, like I said about the jersey, to be honest. I think it could work well for a lot of different things, and because it's got that nice stretch in there, I think it's going to be quite comfortable for just kind of wearing, you know, out and about. I would describe it as a medium weight fabric, so it's kind of one of those things, sod's law really, where I've ordered it and now we've got warmer weather, but we have actually had, you know, pretty rubbishy cold weather right up until, you know, the end of May. So I thought, well, I'm not sure if this is going to continue, so I'll order some more of this fabric and might be quite nice. But anyway, whatever, I can make this into something later in the year if I need to, or if I decide to. But it's nice to have it in my fabric stash, and I'm looking forward to working with it on something. So like I said, if you've got any ideas for 1.5 meters of this, then I'd love to know. The final fabric that I've got to share with you today is another viscose fabric, and I bought this one from Minerva. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can use this to make the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra dress. So I've actually cut out my pattern pieces for this already. I'm planning on making the shorter version. Now I've actually decided to size down in this pattern and actually make a size 2 in terms of Tilly and the Button sizes. So I'm just going to have a little look at the finished garment measurements. So the finished bust measurement for the size 2 is 37 inches. The finished waist measurement is 34.25 inches. And the finished hip measurement in the size 2 is 56.25. So my measurements are 32 bust, 28 waist and a 40 hip. So I just felt like I usually make between, maybe, depending on what I'm making in Tilly's patterns, I might make a size 3, or sometimes if it's a skirt, then I sometimes grade between a few different sizes, like maybe a 3 on the waist and then sometimes out to a 5 at the hip. But because this has got quite a lot of ease in it, it's quite a loose dress, I thought I was going to size down because I didn't want it to be too big and baggy on me, really. I'm actually a little bit nervous about sewing the collar stand because I've not actually done a collar stand before. But I just think it's such a stylish little dress. I've seen loads of really nice ones popping up on Instagram. If you search the hashtag sewing Lyra on Instagram, you will see quite a lot of lovely inspiration on there. But I really like the short one that's on the back of the booklet there, the information booklet. So I think I'm going to go for that version. And the fabric that I've bought here, I actually don't know if I'm going to have enough of this fabric because I ordered it. And I was planning on maybe making a a sew liberated hinterland dress, but I kind of now changed my mind. And if I've got enough, I can't remember without measuring it, if I bought 2 meters or 2.5 meters of this, but it's a fabric that I saw on the Great British Sewing Bee, and I just had to have it. I just really, really love it. So again, it's actually got a bit of green in there, so don't know what's going on with me. I just love green at the minute, obviously. But it's got a lovely, lovely drape to it. I think this fabric's been around for quite a long time in various different shops, but I think I got an email from Minerva and just after one of the Sewing Bee shows, and it was doing a bit of a roundup of fabrics that were on the show. It doesn't mean that obviously Minerva supplied the fabrics, but they'd obviously got the fabrics in stock. So I just thought, why not? I'm going to treat myself and I'm going to get some of this. So again, I think it's lovely, lovely fabric for this time of year. It's got a lovely drape to it. It's really lightweight, and hopefully it's going to work well for the lovely Lyra dress. I am a little bit nervous because it's a viscose about doing the collar and stuff. I don't know if I'm giving myself a bit of a difficult job there because it's potentially going to move around a little bit and maybe not be as sturdy as using some other kind of cotton fabric, but I don't know. I shall wait and see. But I mean, looking through the information booklet, as usual, the Teal in the buttons instructions do look really, really good. There's lots of step-by-step pictures in there of, you know, how to construct the garment and whatnot. So yeah, hey ho, I'm gonna have a look, wait and see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm gonna get on okay with this, because I'm hoping, I'm actually filming this video on a Saturday, but I'm hoping I'm gonna get I'm hoping I'm going to get my dress sewn up, or at least a good way into being sewn up over the rest of the weekend, sort of Sunday and bank holiday Monday, depending on, of course, you know, if family life allows. But I'm hoping that maybe I might have a little bit of time in the evening if William's in bed, but every day's different from a baby point of view, so I don't know how much time I'll get, but I'm hoping that I do get a little bit of time and I can make up this lovely fabric into my Lyra dress. If I haven't got enough, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to end up ordering a little bit more of it, or if I'm going to have to use another fabric from my stash. But again, I'm hoping that I'm going to get this finished during May. So if I do, then I will include it in my May Makes video, of course. So, but I will keep you posted. If you've got any hints or tips, if you've made the Lyra dress, I'd love to know how you got on with it, and if you had any problems with the collar, or, you know, any of the other construction methods. Just, yeah, help me along a little bit. If you could give me any tips, that would be amazing. But that's all the fabrics that I've got to share with you today. So I do enjoy doing a fabric haul video, so I hope you've enjoyed having a look at what I've been buying recently. If you have enjoyed watching this video, I would love it if you could press that like button. That means that it just helps you to kind of share my video with other people who might also be interested in sewing and crafts and that kind of thing. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed recently, and you know, who has commented on previous videos and whatnot. I really do appreciate it. So thank you for coming back and watching my videos week after week. It's really lovely of you, and I do love to chat to you, so it's really lovely to have you with me, to be honest. But until next time, I'll leave it there and say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.